and welcome to Chicago Stadium. And as John Saunders said just a moment ago, this is the liveliest stadium in sport, and this will be part of the story tonight, Bill Clement.
I used to hate coming into this building, Tom. 3 reasons. 1, the fans here are crazy and very, very vocal. They're great hockey fans. Number 2, the acoustics in this building make them seem louder and crazier. Number 3, this rink is 15 feet shorter than regulation in the NHL, but all of those factors make for a great hockey atmosphere and great hockey games. Tough for Detroit to come in here tonight. 2
of the main players on this ancient stage tonight. Let's begin with the Detroit Red Wings captain, Steve Yzerman, number 19.
Interesting comment by Detroit coach Jacques Demers today, Tom. He said, I searched and searched and sat awake at nights trying to think who I should make captain. I selected Steve Yzerman. He has actually surpassed my expectations as a captain, not only with his leadership on the ice, off the ice and in the locker rooms. He's really panned out and is a big factor for the Wings.
For the Chicago Blackhawks, maybe the most exciting player in all the NHL, number 18, Denis Savard.
Well, if he isn't, it has to be Mario Lemieux or Wayne Gretzky, but there's no question that Denis Savard is a big key. And single-handedly, he can get this crowd into the game better than any player in the game. It's a hometown crowd, so he is going to be a key factor for Detroit to someone moves, everybody has to adjust.
Penalty is now over, but the Blackhawks still have control in the Detroit zone. Wilson is checked from behind by Barr.
Look out.
Here goes Yzerman on a breakaway. Potential breakaway. Yzerman, he scores!
Oh, yes.
Steve Yzerman shot it up high on Bob Sauvé, and the Red Wings strike first blood in Chicago.
Weren't we talking today, Tom, about breakaways and when you're in all alone, when you go to one side or the other, getting it up high? We talked about that being a key. Doug Wilson did not see Sean Burr, number 22, disappearing out of the right of your screen, coming out of the penalty box. Number 19, Yzerman steals. Wilson in pursuit. Yzerman scored because when he went to his forehand, he got it up quickly at a sharp angle. Watch Sauvé's move. He doesn't give Yzerman much to shoot at.
No, he doesn't.
Sauvé played that right. Yzerman simply beat him. He didn't have much of the net. Boy, he jammed it right up into the top.
23rd goal of the season for Steve Yzerman. And it is. It's whistled off by Randy Minton. And the faceoff will come outside the Detroit zone. Bob Sauvé has played one heck of a first period tonight.
He sure has. He's just a little guy, but that size enables him to be quick in goal. Here he follows the play, and it's a belly pass over to the side of the net where Ashton is standing, and Ashton teed it up right away. Sauvé was sprawled in a perfect position to take Ashton's shot. Here we'll get a real good look at it from this angle. Look at that pass. I'll tell you, Ashton just snapped it right away, and Sauvé was there waiting for him. Very quick. Secord in pursuit of Zombo. That was an icing call, and the call was made. And watch Zombo just get a little arm lock here on Secord on his stick, and now he won't let him go. And Secord will take so much, like most guys. You know, count 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. All right, your time is up. Get your arms off my head or I'm going to retaliate. That's basically what happened. And
with the puck, that's Randy Minton, and goes on into the Detroit bench, and it'll be whistled down for a faceoff. We played 57 seconds of the second period, Bill.
Detroit has controlled the pace. We talked about only 5 shots in the first period for Chicago. Watch how aggressively they pursue Troy Murray here. They finally force a turnover in the neutral zone, and that's one of the keys to the Jacques Demers system. Don't get caught in the offensive zone. The Detroit Red Wings did not even come close to giving up a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 by Chicago in that first period.
So Callahan gets it to Denis Savard. Savard into the zone. Wheeling backwards and hits O'Callahan at the point. Soft shot deflected in front, the rebound, and it is a save by Greg Steffen. In there was Sutter. Darryl Sutter had an excellent shot to tie this hockey game.
Boy, that all started with Denis Savard's magic as well, and Greg Steffen does a little Bob Sauvé action here. Notice how he goes to his right and stacks the pads. Number 27, Darryl Sutter, was there for the deflection. We'll take a look at it wide. Here's Savard having spun a little magic, buying time, but O'Callahan makes the play. He doesn't actually try and get the big shot on net. He is going for the pass all the way to Darryl Sutter.
For the Detroit Red Wings, wears number 8, the young centerman. This is a very young Detroit team as Manson shoots it in. And look at Steffen. He's off balance. Rebound in front, a loose puck. And Stapleton couldn't score. Greg Steffen is really yelling now at referee Bob Myers.
There's Steffen now going to Bob Myers, talking it over.
Yeah, the whistle for the offsides, and Steffen say, hey, man, you're killing me with that play.
Yeah, I'm dying out here.
Let's take a look at it and see if we can see what Greg Steffen is talking about.
Here's the shot by Manson from center, and it jams in between his pads, he thinks. There it is. And well, tough. Myers might have picked it up visually when it fell between his skates. It's a pretty decent defense by Mark Lamb, number 8, or sagging right back in. Everybody helping.
He looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa there, doesn't
he? Yeah, he done fell. The Leaning Tower just toppled right over.
And Rich Preston must be talking to himself, Bill. That was a golden opportunity.
Oh, the net is so wide open, and you have so little time, and you, for a fleeting second, when you have the puck, you think, here it is, it's in, and next thing you know, it's gone, and the play's all the way down to the other end.
Barr is on top of it. He and Frazier fight for it. Gallant controls it for Detroit. This is Lewis. He'll center it for Yzerman, but it's off Yzerman's stick, and Bob Murray comes up with back to Beach. Beach sends one in, a score! A deflected shot, and Sauvé is saying no goal, but Bob Myers is having none of it. The Red Wings lead 2-0.
Boy, from here it looked like a good goal, Tom. We'll probably get a chance to look at it. Sauvé's a little guy, 5'8", and he swears it was above the shoulders. That's the rule. You touch it above the shoulders with a stick, the whistle is blown. But Yzerman circled around the net and came out when Veach just let that thing go on the fly. The puck looked like it was going wide. It might have even been end over end when Yzerman got a piece of it. Here it is. It's coming around with a good head of steam. There's the wobbling shot by Veach. Tough to tell. He was bent over. It might have been higher than his shoulders in the sense that he was bent over. Well, we got more angles than we could count tonight.
It all depends where the puck hits the stick, not where it starts out.
Well, his stick started high, but I still feel that he may have made contact with it right at shoulder level or a little before. Sure, he started the motion high, but Bob Murray skated in there so we couldn't see.
The Red Wings take a 2-0 lead into this third and final period. The fans gave the Blackhawks an ovation as they came on the ice, but how long that kind of feeling will last depends upon how the Hawks do. I have a feeling, Bill Clement, we haven't heard the last of Chicago tonight.
Perhaps not, Tom, and I would agree with you if we were seeing anything but a Jacques Demers team, but we watched how his teams, well, there's a chance.
Frazier in front, and Steffen holds his ground. It's loose now in the corner, and Larmer skates it, rather passes it loose out to the point. Detroit keeps it in, but Steve Larmer comes up with it, and this is Savard with Sutter. Savard falls down, still advances the puck. Sutter has it, but he can't control. Steffen comes out of his net. Darren Veach falls to the ice. Doug Wilson with a drive. It's deflected well wide. O'Callaghan will keep it in at the right point for Chicago. O'Callaghan into the corner. Sutter battling with Savard. Dennis Savard in front. A score! Steve Larmer scored from Dennis Savard. Now the Blackhawks are on the board, Bill.
I'll tell you what, Tom, when the Hawks do decide to come, and they could be coming now, they come full blast. This crowd gets behind them. Sooner or later, you know, a guy like Dennis Savard is going to have some type of opening. Here, he just threads the needle. His back was to the play. His back was to Larmer, yet he knew where he was. Backhanded it right onto Larmer's tape. Right through the goal mouth. Larmer cutting into the far side. Boy, Steffen didn't have a chance on that one.
2 minutes and 36 seconds into the third period. The Blackhawks have cut it to 2-1. Now Dennis Savard is engaged in a lengthy conversation, and somewhat animated, rather Daryl Sutter is, with referee Bob Myers.
I'm not so sure they don't want a penalty called after the fact. Larmer, I think, took a shot in the face with a stick as he was shooting.
To Al Secord. Secord whistles over the blue line. Secord into the corner. Al Secord centering pass in front. LeVar can't get his stick down. Loose puck. Steffen holds his ground and now comes out to play the puck.
This is Chicago's pace. You can see the pace picking up, and it's going to Chicago's advantage.
This is Sutter. Daryl Sutter over to Presley. Presley behind the net in front. The rebound and a great save by Steffen as Daryl Sutter was right there. Our score, Detroit 2, Chicago 1.
Just one time, I'd like to see what it looks like standing in goal with that mask on. It'd be nice if we could someday get a camera small enough to fit in there. Greg Steffen surveying the situation. That was on a big save on Presley when he was cruising in the slot.
Did he look a bit off balance to you on that?
Oh, he looked like he was solid to me. Here's another one. Really in tight like that, has to pick up the puck so quickly when it's passed out in front. And Steffen's had a marvelous game, as has Sauvé at the other end. Both goalies have been great for their teams tonight.
And here comes Rich Preston. Preston keeps the play onside but can't control the puck. O'Callaghan does, though, for Chicago. It's Savard. Savard back to Wilson. He winds up. The save by Steffen. The rebound is loose. Nobody can get a handle on it. Finally, Greg Steffen says enough is enough, and he'll cover up to stop play with 12:01 to go.
Well, I don't know how Steffen saw that first shot coming from the point. He had two of his teammates down trying to block the shot. Nice effort, but so tough to pick up the puck. Sutter in the middle of things. As they're the players that have tried to block the shot. One was standing up, one went down. Steffen gets to his feet here. He had Sutter lying on him. The key is getting to his feet. He had to leave his stick to do it. Boy, what a save after the fact. Did that not bounce off Bob Myers right back to him?
Well, let's look and see. Here's the action.
2 players trying to block, 2 guys in front. Now he loses his stick under Sutter, but gets up. He'll make the save. Where does it hit? Back up to you in the booth, Greg. right off of Bob Myers' thigh. I mean, things are tough enough out there with the referee shooting at you. Come on.
He's bumped off. Olczyk and LeVar fight for it. Still loose. Adam Oates for Detroit gets it around, but Bob Murray will keep it in. Murray behind the net for Olczyk. Olczyk in front. Oh, what a save by Greg Steffen. He either made a great save or hit the post.
Oh, the first one, he made the save. It was impossible. I don't know how he did it.
I thought it was, I started to say score.
It was in. I mean, it was in all the way, and I can guarantee that the Chicago player that shot the puck knew it was a goal as well. And from nowhere, Greg Steffen made a great kick save lying on his side. Second save. Watch Olczyk put it right in front of Steffen's stick. Here's the save. Now, he made that save. That didn't even come close to the post. Here's the other one. He makes the save there, too.
That first save was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. It was a skate save. Just phenomenal. Presley shoots it in behind the net. 2 minutes to go in the hockey game. 2-1, Detroit hanging on to the lead. Have to wait and see if Chicago decides to take Bob Sauvé out of the net. They can't do it now as Higgins pressures into the zone, but the Blackhawks wheel and deal out. This is Fraser. Kurt Fraser behind the net. He cuts in front. The shot to score! Troy Murray has tied a hockey game. What a play by Kurt Fraser, Bill Clement, as he set up Troy Murray cruising down the slot.
We talked about Detroit slowing the momentum down in the neutral zone. They don't do it here. Look at Fraser gather speed. Goes wide on Mike O'Connell. O'Connell does track him down, but not before Fraser can tape it. Right to the stick.
Let's take a look and see. It goes right through a defenseman's legs, too, in front.
He tapes it right to Troy Murray's stick, who's coming right down the slot unmolested. Murray just one-times it into the far side. Greg Steffen, absolutely no chance on it.
Gilbert Delorme in front, and a good play by Doug Wilson to get it out of the slot, but O'Connell keeps it in. 15 seconds in the game. Sauvé makes the save on Sean Byrne. Presley being pressed now. The Red Wings putting on ferocious pressure. 10 seconds left. Sauvé protecting the short side as coming around with a shot with Sean Byrne. 5, 4, 3, 2 seconds left. And we are going overtime as the Red Wings. Steve Yzerman into the Chicago zone. Yzerman trying to get around Nyland. Yzerman is taken down. There's a broken stick, and Steve Yzerman is...
Well, I'll tell you,
hurt on the play.
He's hurt all right. If Bob Myers ever was going to call a penalty, Gary Nyland just basically chopped Yzerman so hard that he broke his stick on him, and Bob Myers was standing right there in front of him. But I guess this is overtime, and we can't call any penalties. I'm not sure.
Well, let's take another
There it is. Take a guy like Yzerman, it's such a credit to the game. Nyland's hounding him here. If we can follow him, keep following, you'll see Nyland just basically right here.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
He was about 8 feet away from Bob Myers. I guess that was a little too far to catch that penalty.
Keith Brown. Behind the net, it's loose. 15 seconds left in the hockey game. The Red Wings, Dave Lewis keeps it in. He hits one of his own men. He hit Brent Ashton in the helmet. Here comes Olczyk back the other way. The puck and the play is onside. Doug Wilson gets dumped with 4 seconds left. Brent Ashton, will he take a shot? 2-1, no. And that is the end of the hockey game. With our final score, Detroit Red Wings 2 and the Chicago Blackhawks 2. The Roll-Aids player of the game, number 19, Steve Yzerman. Bill, he had a fine game.
He definitely had a fine game. And when you score 2 goals in a 2-2 tie, you know that you were the key. We talked about it in our open. He is the youngest captain in Detroit Red Wings history. He is also the 34th captain. He had a whale of a game for the Detroit Red Wings. Honorable mention, Greg Steffen in goal for Detroit. Bob Sauvé at the